I found this altcoin called Render when it was 57 cents. After I found this altcoin, I entered. And today, at the making of this video, it is now at 731s, a 200% increase. And I am still holding because of what I am about to share in this video. But how did I find this altcoin? What tools did I use to make sure this was a good entry? Well, I actually used 4 different tools to find this specific play, and I am about to share all 4 of them with you right now. Let's jump straight into it. Now, AI has been getting strong, and people are starting to realize the capabilities of it. Not to mention, it's been one of the biggest topics in trading right now. AI has been completely blowing up recently, and to be honest, I don't think we are even at the start of the capabilities of AI. So after seeing all of these huge AI companies blasting off like Nvidia, I thought it would be a great idea to find one of the best cryptos in the AI space. Then I stumbled upon Render. They are one of the top names right now in crypto AI. So I put in a huge bag in right as AI was starting to get hot. And it is doing exactly what we expected it to do and is climbing hard. And to be honest, I would not be surprised at all if this project get above $15 this year if Bitcoin continues to climb. So that was the idea for this specific crypto. Now, before I even enter into any altcoin project, I needed to know where the general market of cryptocurrency was currently at. And to do this, you can use a simple tool called the Bitcoin Rainbow. Okay, I get it. When first looking at this tool, it looks like a 4-year-old got a trading chart and just drew a little rainbow on it and called it a day. But even this tool looks very simple and has some pretty colors on it. It has proven to be extremely accurate from the past to the present. Now, what this tool does is, it gives you a zone of where Bitcoin currently is. There are 9 zones. Basically a fire sale. Buy, accumulate, still cheap, hold. Is this a bubble? FOMO intensifies. Sell. Seriously sell. Maximum bubble territory. If we look back at the chart, you can see the zones are categorized by color. And just look how accurate this tool has been in the past. Bitcoin gets into the bubble and sell territory. In the red, it drops. Gets in this territory again, drops. Does it again, drops. Same thing with the buy side. It got down to this area and bounce. Same thing here. So you can almost use this tool as very high time frame support and resistance tool. If we look where we currently are, we are still in the still cheap section of the tool. So that is good. If you are watching this video while it's new, we are still in a good area to accumulate. Where we currently are, the chart is saying that we start to get in hot water around the 140K mark. So if we ever do get to that point, it's probably a good idea to start looking for an exit strategy. I also want to point something very important out. As most of you know, there is a Bitcoin halving coming up, April 19th to be exact. If we look at the tool, we can see after every single halving we've had, Bitcoin rise shortly after. And look where we currently are, right before the halving. So that is another key idea that we are in a pretty good space to start accumulating more crypto. So we now know when to start looking to both buy and sell Bitcoin. But just because Bitcoin is starting to do good, that doesn't necessarily mean we should start buying altcoins. See, Bitcoin is a beast within itself. Sure, there is room for 2x, maybe even 3x your gains with Bitcoin. But when you start looking at all coins when you start getting into some serious gain territory, 50x, 100x, even 1000x. But when you start playing with these huge gains, that also means there's room for huge losses. So, how do we carefully look about this but still optimize our coin selection strategy? To best know when it's a good time to start entering into altcoins, which is a great introduction to my next tool, the Altcoin Season Index. This index is very simple to use. It provides you a scale to easily let you know where we currently are in altcoin season. It will let you know if you should be investing in Bitcoin itself or altcoins. When the bar is very low, that means it's Bitcoin season. And if you have any altcoins, they probably are not doing too good. When the bar raises to other side, that means it's currently altcoin season. Meaning if you have any altcoins and the bar is on this side, that probably means any altcoin that currently have, you are making an absolute bag off of. Now sure, any of these tools by themselves probably is not very helpful. But when you start pairing all of these together, as you can see, you can get some serious results. So we now know how to find buy and sell areas for crypto. We now know how to decide if it's Bitcoin or altcoin season, but where do we begin to start finding specific altcoins just like Render that we can start investing in? For that, introducing Defalama. Now, Defalama has a very specific metric that I absolutely love, and that is the total value locked. Total value locked is a metric used to measure the total value that is locked or staked in a specific altcoin. But how we use this metric to find altcoins. Well, if we look here, Aura has a total value locked of around 633 million. But if we also look right beneath that, Stater also has a total value locked in around 630 million as well. So they both have around the same amount of locked into their currency. But there is a key difference between both of them. If we look up the market cap of Aura, it has a market cap of 40 million. If we look up the market cap of Stater, it has a market cap of $30 million. So with Stater having a market cap nearly 25% less, we have an advantage here. Because what usually happens here is when there is a lot of money on these protocols. A lot of time people are going to have to cash it out, they need to move it around, and actually go around and use the protocols. But eventually all of this money goes back to the top of where these projects start from. So yeah, both these coins have the same locked-in value, but you are getting way more bang for your buck with the coin that has the lower market cap. This exact strategy is how I find a lot of gems in the crypto space. So find a coin you like and see how it compares to other coins with similar locked-in values. So we have gone over how to find buy and sell areas, found out how to see if it's altcoin season, then finally found how to find key differences in locked-in values. But would not it be cool to see what some of the biggest names in crypto are buying and see exactly what they are holding in their portfolio? Well, luckily, Ivy saved the best tool for last, Arkham. And now, as you probably already know, everyone has a specific blockchain address. And luckily for us, all of that information is completely public. Every single trade, every single buy, and every single sell. So if we type in Vitalik, the developer of Ethereum, we can see every single trade he is placing in real time. Not only that, but we can see his whole entire portfolio and what he is currently holding. God damn, he has a lot of Ethereum. But we can also see all of his most recent transactions. So maybe you see a big name like Vitalik buying a shit ton of a random altcoin. That could be an indication that he knows something you don't, and could be a good time to start looking more into that specific coin. The possibilities are endless with this site. You can look up famous traders, hedge funds, or even a Twitter trader that you think finds a lot of good plays. You can see their entire portfolio and what they are currently trading. So, goodbye, and do like and share in order to make YouTube and me a happy person.